Yo, how's it going, Jake Paulers? Just okay. Before I start with the actual video, which is gonna be playing on the back on ×2 speed, actually a bit more, cause it took me like 35 minutes, and like I having very much issues with recording, especially live comm. If you've noticed in my previous videos, I've been struggling with the same thing. I can't be live comming. Like I can't be doing live comms for a while. Maybe I can here and there, but struggles with my PC and where I'm recording and shit. But this skill only Ninja Road, if you don't know, maybe you're watching this another week. This Ninja Road was fully hard, so of course being skill only would be the most difficult thing, which took me 2 attempts. And Kibas have already posted an attempt on his channel, so I was like, maybe I shouldn't try. And then I did it because I don't know. And I messaged him. He said it was okay if I posted, so I'm posting it. You know, I'm posting it. And now is the day after I did it, so I know like today the limit breaks came out. So Takara now has a limit break, but Mario Takara doesn't have any limit break. He's the older Takara. I mean, Mario Takara is not gonna get a limit break for a while, because you can only get like 17. The Gems messaged me on Discord. He said you can only get 17 of those crystals and you need 15 to limit break. So yeah, OT is gonna be my first one to limit break, and I'm gonna try to shoot 1 unit run with OT, because I don't know, my work. So on the skill only, like it's difficult. It's more like it's kind of depressing seeing that you don't know damage, because if you don't know the correct multipliers, maybe you're a new player. The multipliers are, if you have advantage, you're going to be doing 1.5 times damage, so you get plus half of the damage you're going to be doing. And if you're typing disadvantage, you're going to be doing 0.5, so you're dealing half of what you should be doing. So what they are doing against me is they are doing 1.5 and I'm doing 0.5. That's pretty much it. I'm doing half damage. They're doing 50% more, essentially. And the only one that can do like regular damage is Obito, because his ultimate ignores typing advantage. My Naruto, if he's missing one ability, if he had one more ability, if I had got one more copy of him, he would also be doing the same amount of damage. But it's alright, I don't have him. He's there more because he does 250 healing per turn if he's on a buddy, and also does Yugito. Yugito is a quote-unquote new unit. It's being released a couple weeks ago. Quote-unquote new. She also heals for 250 per turn, so if they are both in the back, I'm getting 500 per turn, which is awesome. And then Tsunade, you know Tsunade. Mine has 2 dupes, or 3. She has 2 of the abilities that increase how much health she gains per jutsu. So I don't know exactly how much she heals, but it's like 3.5k or 4k when she does her jutsu, which is 4 chakras, so she's amazing on it. And something that I realized is that the bosses themselves are not difficult. The most difficult part is the units that are there, like Madara, Obito. On the Ten-Tails map, you're gonna see me there. The first thing that I really target is Obito, because on my first attempt, I died because of Obito, because his jutsu does timing advantage, while the Ten-Tails, it does fixed 500 on each jutsu. So those units, like Madara is also a pain, so I also killed him as soon as I got to the Nine-Tails. Killer Bee wasn't that much of a pain because the map was only map 10, so like by the time I got there, I just finished like the 2 tails as fast as I could, because I got Obito on my team. Obito does amazing damage. Naruto, even though he does decreased damage, typing advantage, he also does great damage. He does pretty good damage. He ultra combos, you know. Naruto is overall a really good unit. I'm glad I pulled for him. I mean, his dupes don't matter that much, unless you got that specific dupe that I don't have. If I had that dupe, this would be so much easier. You have no idea how much easier it would be. It's funny because Kibas, I mentioned Kibas earlier, he also doesn't have that dupe when he tried, so it's actually pretty funny. So I have not that much of an advantage. But he went for the path, instead of bringing Yugito, because I don't believe he has Yugito, he didn't summon after she got released. So he was bringing skill Sakura, which is a good unit, but the thing is that I much rather have passive healing than jutsu healing, but I don't believe he has Yugito, so that makes sense. If he doesn't have any other passive healing, bringing the jutsu healer makes sense. So, because I feel like jutsu healing is kind of a waste. That's why I really like Sage 6 Pad in Naruto, and I don't like that much Blazing Fast Sakura, because if you don't have her abilities, she only heals with the jutsu, and I think it's kind of a waste to use a jutsu to heal when you can simply heal every single turn, you know? Unless, like, you can see on boss fights that I use her ultimate to heal, because if you're not familiar with skill Tsunade, when she does her ultimate, she also heals while she's doing damage, which is really nice, which makes her, like, to me, she's my favorite healer in the game. Like, the favorite unit that is specific for heal, because while Sakura heals for more, Sakura doesn't heal when she does her ultimate, she does just damage. Well, Tsunade does the jutsu and heals, and skill, she's the only self-healer, and no one else, I don't believe there is anyone else on skill that has an ability that heals, like, on the dupe abilities. If I'm incorrect, please let me know, but I don't believe there is anyone that has a passive heal without body or field healing, you know? So, or jutsu healing, of course. I talked about skill Sakura earlier. So yeah, you're gonna see, like, there are maps that I use in ultimate in one unit because I need to kill that specific unit or else I'm dead. You're gonna see, like, on the Zetsu map I use a Naruto ultimate in one Zetsu, and because I use the ultimate in one Zetsu, I didn't die, you know, like, it's so, you need to calculate a lot of the stuff you're doing, not as much as, like, I needed to calculate my barrier when I did the free-to-play one unit run. I think that was, I wouldn't say challenging, it's more like, it takes patience. You need to think about everything you're gonna be doing or else you're gonna die. So yeah, not that it's difficult, it's more like, because I've played way more difficult games, and because Blazing lets you think, you can stop and think what you're gonna do next. It makes so, it takes away a little bit of the difficulty on it. If Blazing had a timer for things you have to do, like you have a multiplayer, you know, that would be difficult. That's why PvP is a bit more challenging than PvE, because you have to think faster. For example, on this intro, you're gonna see me, like, I stop and stop to think, because there is no timer. I can play whenever I want. So it's like, yeah, let me take my time here and think what I'm gonna be doing next before I screw things up. Which you can't do on PvP, especially in late rounds where you're gonna have like 8 seconds to play. So you gotta go fast, you know, you gotta go fast. And it's good that he has, because if he had an unlimited timer, that would be stupid. That would be, it would be unplayable, really. You know? So PvE, it's challenging still. I think it is an uncommon thing. I don't think anyone would think, like, let me do skill only ninja mode, knowing that it's only hard, you know, like, it's not that it was difficult, it's more like people wouldn't really do it if it wasn't for recording a video, really. Unless they're, I don't know, they want to challenge themselves, which if you want to challenge yourself, you know, by all means do it, but I don't see it being that great. So I think I'm gonna, because I want to speed this up, because I don't want to be sitting here that long, because the footage is already recorded, you know, like, and it's 35 minutes of footage. I hope Vegas can make it into like 12 or 13 minutes, but yeah, and the test was actually pretty challenging, actually, now that I think about it, because I had to think in every step or else I'll die. And on my first attempt, when I used the ultimate on Madara with Obito, because I used Obito's ultimate on Madara. Actually, I used first Naruto's ultimate and then Obito, because I know that Madara has like 50k health and Obito does 44k. So it was like, yeah, Naruto is gonna have to ultimate first. Naruto ultimate, Obito ultimate, Madara is dead, pretty much. And I get chakra back from the chakra pool. And on my first attempt, my Obito got a reset because I have him max duped. So I went into the 10 tails and ultimated a hand, which was stupid. I should have ultimated Obito, but yeah, Obito was the real challenge. Pretty much the biggest challenge in the entire Ninja World was Obito, because not only he does a fuck ton of damage, he also health seals. So if he health seals my Tsunade or like my KCM to Naruto, which I didn't talk about him, not only he has an amazing ultimate for like area and stuff, he double punches, so there are maps that I get extra chakra from hits. So yeah, the team is overall pretty good. I really like KCM to Naruto. I'm really glad I maxed him, like maxing and broken him. And yeah, so I'm gonna be trying actually to do a 1 year run with OT Naruto too, because this Ninja World is pretty easy. So thank you guys for watching, and just fucking subscribe, man. Yeah, just please.